top of the morning to you guys. Well, it's about 5:45 this morning, and giving Lindsay a ride to work because I got a lot of stuff. Turn the air conditioner down a bit. Because I've got a lot of running around to do today. So, giving her a ride to work, and we'll see how that goes. Here comes little Miss Lindsay herself. Morning.
Morning. Get in there.
Are we awake yet?
Yeah.
She says yeah, but no.
But that's not really a question you should ask.
Why?
The question you should ask is, do I want to be awake?
Here.
Oh, hold on. Seatbelt. So, Josh needs the car today, so he's giving me a ride.
Yay!
I don't care. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm awake. Don't really want to be. Stayed up too late watching a new show. Well, it's not really a new show, but one that a couple people kept telling me I needed to watch.
One that you got me into. Shock.
You didn't have to like it.
True.
You were monitoring your game thing.
Not at that point.
No. My show was cool. And so I watched all of the first season yesterday, and I'm like,
How did you watch all of the first season yesterday?
The season, it's not like an American season where it's, 22 episodes.
How many episodes is the season?
I don't know, but the episodes are an hour and a half long. So they could be broken up.
Even if there are 10 episodes. Okay, I'll even put it this way. Even if there are 5 episodes, that's 7.5 hours.
No,
There's no way you watched 7.5 hours of TV yesterday.
I don't know.
No way.
Check, because we are now into season 2.
Well, I get that, but there's no way we started at season 1, episode 1.
I did. He isn't aware of this, but yes, I did. And when we get home, when I get home tonight, and if I remember, I will pull up Netflix and I will prove it. I just can't guarantee I'll remember.
My hair is a wreck, but I don't care.
I don't think it's that bad. What do you guys think?
It's getting long. I need another haircut.
Yes, you do need another haircut, but I don't think it looks that bad. But
I'm trying to grow it out though.
So off to work, and hopefully should be a nice quiet day this weekend. I've got to watch a couple documentaries because I'm going to show them to the kids. Before you show them to the kids, you got to definitely watch the whole thing. So I've got to watch the documentaries this weekend and put together a couple of activities. So that'll be my weekend.
It amazes me sometimes that people try to squeeze into the right-hand side of a large truck or a school bus when they're trying to turn right. The school bus, I just witnessed this school bus kind of pull over a little bit so they can swing into taking the right-hand turn, and some little car tried to squeeze in and would have gotten smashed had it not been for the bus driver completely and totally coming to a stop so that stupid little car could go by. Idiot drivers. Hey guys, so I'm on my way to go pick up Lindsay. I needed the car today because I had to go run some errands. I've got great news. Looks like I have a lead on a job out here where I live, and which is awesome. It'll get me working and flying and whatnot, so I can improve these vlogs a bit for you. I did 4 years of NJROTC, and a bunch of the fellow cadets that I was with in the NJROTC went into police force, or detention or something along that line. And my little brother is heading in that direction too, and I'm so proud of him. I think he actually graduates from his training course today. It's not like a police academy. Well, it's kind of, I don't know exactly how you would word that. I'll grab him someday and have him explain all that. But I see negative media about the police force, law enforcement in general, all over the place. And unfortunately, it's that minor percentage, insanely minor percentage of law enforcement that create these issues. But of course, the way society is today, it all gets blown up and plastered everywhere. And it's sad. It's bad. I hate the fact that they do that, because there is so much good going on by law enforcement in the world, and in the country. And one of those things I just read today about an Ohio State trooper who saw a semi-rig that had veered off and then down into like this little gully or this little landing area. And apparently he pulled over, and from that point in time to the point in time that paramedics arrived on the scene was approximately, I think it was like 15 minutes, I believe is what they said. But when he pulled up to the rig and got to the rig, because he had to climb down the highway and off over to where it had stopped, from what I understand, the commercial driver, was breathing really, really shallow. His eyelids were half closed and everything else. And then he ended up stopping to stop breathing. I guess another motorist came and helped out, and the motorist helped keep the driver up in the seat. And this police officer, for 14, 15, 17, I don't remember exactly how long, but it was like 15, 16, somewhere in there, kept this guy alive, brought him back, and by the time EMS showed up, or the EMTs or paramedics, whatever you want to call them, by the time they showed up, he was stable, he was breathing, he was okay. Obviously he had some problems, but it wasn't life or death at that point. And he ended up receiving, the trooper ended up receiving an award of recognition. And I'm one of those kind of people that, I'll call a spade a spade. You know what? If somebody, a human being, not necessarily a police officer, is a bad person or does bad things, I'll call it like it is. But at the same time, I believe in rewarding's the wrong word. But, putting out there when somebody goes above and beyond and does their job and everything else. And this trooper saved this man's life. But you wouldn't see that in the news. You wouldn't see that, it'd just be a little snippet. You'd see all the negative. So I just wanted to, put out there that, law enforcement in general is not there to hurt you. They're not there to, they're not out to get you. I mean, if you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. What do you expect? And I hope that people in general understand that, there are good, and even just the even just the police officers and law enforcement out there that just do their job and go home. There's a ton of respect, because they know when they put on their boots in the morning, they might not be coming home to their family. Nobody ever hears about the tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of law enforcement officers that did their job, did it well, and went home. No, you hear about that one asshole, pardon the language, but you hear about that one asshole that, did something wrong. So, I just thought that, I wanted to get that off my chest, and I wanted to, talk about that a little bit, and I hope that you all understand, where I come from with that. Bum 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 bum. I've always liked this song, even when I was a kid. So this is out toward where Lindsay works. Here's the road leading up to Lindsay's work. So off in those mountains right there, there are some really killer hiking and bike riding and whatnot. There's even some waterfalls up in there. One of these days I'd like to take you guys with us when we go up there for a hike. So that's something that I have planned for the future. How was your day?
Hot, Dad.
Hot? Well, it should be a little bit cooler in here.
Yes. I don't know what it is, but the afternoons. Hold on, I'm putting air.
So this is what I find so absolutely hilarious. We're playing Diablo 3. But Lindsay loves this game so much, we're finally playing it and she's excited. Well, I grow tired of this kind of game pretty quick. And I'm already saying, you know, okay, I'm done. And she's like, no. So we'll see how it goes, because I'm pretty close to just calling it.
We have to get to at least a save point. We have to get to, because right now we have done all of this stuff, and we're gonna lose it unless we at least fight one more, like even a mini boss. A mini boss will at least save all of our changes. Right now, all of that stuff that we just spent like the last 10 minutes doing, we will totally lose the save. So we have to at least get there. Please. Please. Shut up. I love these games.
See what I'm dealing with?
This is like...
It's funny, though.
This is like the completionist's worst nightmare sometimes. Because it's like, I want every weapon, and I don't have storage, and I can't get back to the save in the storage area, so it's like I can't put everything in the chest, but I can't carry it all with me. And I love jewels, and so it's like I really want to go around and just like fight monsters just for the rewards. So that way I can really beef up my armor prior to going in and fighting the boss. Do not smirk at me.
Anyway, so we're probably going to finish this up pretty soon, and we'll see what happens from there. What? What? Get down. What? What? What is it? What's your problem? Huh?
So where do you want to head?
What's your problem? What's your problem? Alright guys, so we're getting ready to say goodnight. So I just wanted to tell everybody to have a good one. Say goodnight, Lindsay.
Good night, Lindsay.
Really?
I'm funny. You just don't know it.
No. Anyway, yep, have a good night, guys. We will see you tomorrow. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below. Give us a thumbs up. And please share our video with your friends and family. And we will see you next time.
And
have a good one.
On Twitter.
And follow us on Twitter. You'll see that in the end slate right below me. Good night.